So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and Loki Prime, Bow Prime and Wyrm Prime will be entering the Prime Vault on the 17th of May. Now maybe if you're a little bit new to Warframe and you don't know what Prime Vault is, basically after a certain period of time, after an item has been released, it is moved to the Prime Vault, which basically just means the drops are removed from the Void drop table, so you can no longer get it outside of trading with other players. Now, since the items are no longer available, the price of these items will go through the roof as there is fewer and fewer of them in the market. So it is a far better idea to farm them before they enter the Prime Vault, otherwise you'll have to buy them for like 500 or 600 platinum later down the line. And as an example of this, we can look at First Prime, which is another primed frame that has been vaulted, and right now you can get the set for an average of 700 platinum. Now, when an item is being vaulted, it usually splits the community into two different groups. The first one just wants to get the items, so they don't have to pay ludicrous amounts of platinum for them later down the line. And the second group just wants to farm as many of those items, because they know they will eventually make a lot of platinum with them. So let's take a quick look at the items that are being vaulted so you can decide whether or not you want to get them. So first of all, we have Loki Prime, yes, the Master Race frame. He's just a straight up upgrade over the original Loki. You can get the blueprint in Tower 2 Capture, Tower 4 Interception, Rotation A, and Tower 2 Sabotage. You can get the helmet in Tower 3 Sabotage, Tower 4 Sabotage, and Tower 4 Survival, Rotation C. You can get the chassis in Tower 4 Sabotage and Tower 4 Survival, Rotation C, and you can get the systems in Tower 4 Defense, Rotation C, and Tower 3 Sabotage. Now, for me, it'd be kind of redundant and a kind of a waste of time to talk about Loki and Loki Prime in depth because I already made a full review, and you can watch it by clicking the annotation, boom, on the screen right now. But all you really need to know about Loki Prime is that if you don't have Loki Prime already, you should go and get him before he gets vaulted. It's a frame that specializes on deception. He can create decoys, he can go invisible, he can disarm enemies, and he can teleport around. He's just a space ninja, so go and get him right now before he gets vaulted. Then we have Bow Prime, which is an impact-based staff. It does 75 damage per hit, 76.5 of which is impact and 7.5 is puncture. The crit chance is 12.5%, the multiplier is 200%, and it has 25% status chance. It has a mastery rank requirement of 5, which is pretty low, so it's good for newer players, and it has an attack speed of 1.08. And finally, it comes in with two polarities, a D and a V, and it has an R polarity in the stance slot. And even though it has primarily impact damage, it's still okay even when you take it against armored or fleshier units. Now you can get the blueprint in Tower 3 Defense, Rotation C, Tower 2 Mobile Defense, and Tower 3 Survival, Rotation C. You can get the ornament in Tower 1 Defense, Rotation C, Tower 1 Survival, Rotation A, and for some reason Tower 4 Survival, Rotation A. And you can get the handle in Tower 4 Interception, Rotation C, and Tower 4 Mobile Defense. And finally, we have Wyrm Prime, which may not be the most used Sentinel in the entire world, but hey, he has a minigame that's really hard, and I'm really bad at it. But anyway, he is kind of an upgrade over the original Wyrm because he has more shields of 300 versus the original's 100, more armor of 150 versus the original's 50, but he has less health of only 100 compared to the original's 200. The special ability for Wyrm Prime is Crowd Dispersion, which will unleash a radial stun damage when multiple enemies are nearby. So it's basically going to save you from those pesky butchers that like to sneak up on you. Now we can get the blueprint in Tower 2 Exterminate, the Cerebrum in Tower 3 Defense, Rotation C, and Tower 1 Exterminate. You can get the Carapace in Tower 2 Sabotage and Tower 3 Sabotage, and the systems in Tower 4 Defense, Rotation A, and Tower 3 Interception, Rotation C. Now, even if you don't care about Wyrm Prime, you should still get him because he comes with Primed Laser Rifle, which is the second best weapon for your Sentinels. And it is, in my opinion, a must-have if you like to use shotguns. It is a straight-up upgrade over the original laser rifle with higher impact damage of 1.2 versus the original's 0.8, higher puncture damage of 8.4 versus the original's 6.4, and a higher slash damage of 2.4 versus the original's 0.8, so in total, it does 12 damage versus the original's 8. It has higher critical strike chance of 15% versus the original's 2.5, higher crit multiplier of 150% versus the original's 130%, higher status chance of 5% versus the original's 2%, and faster fire rate of 10 rounds a second versus the original's 6.7. So once again, even if you don't like Wyrm Prime, you should definitely get him just for the Prime Laser Rifle. Now, as you're probably already aware, these items are very likely to be replaced with Wyrm Prime, Fragger Prime, and Axolotl Prime, which I'm very excited for, and I just want to remind you that once Wyrm, Fragger, and Axolotl Prime comes out, I'll be doing a huge stream where we'll be farming them, and I'll be giving away parts for them, and generally we will try to get these items to as many people as possible, okay? So get a bunch of void keys, go into the void and farm so you don't have to pay mad platinum for these items later down the line just in case you decide you suddenly want them, okay? And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.